I was actually a professional at drinking the entire day and night. It was like you wake up, you go play flag football, you go to WTR, and then you come to the club.
You had a whole routine.
Oh yeah, you make sure the club is busy. After the club, you go to the strip club. After the strip club, it's bedtime. Or it's breakfast time. Then it's bedtime. All right, welcome back to another episode of The Real Deal Podcast with Mr. Cleon Deal.
Hello.
And myself.
Yeah, man.
Brandon Haley.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to episode 33. It's been a fun 33 weeks.
33
with
weeks.
You guys. And we had a good episode last week with Mama Deal. What a blessing. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Mama Deal, for being on the show. And this is your reminder to call your moms. I called my mom today, and that's just something to be grateful that I am still able to do that. Had a very long conversation with her. So if you're able to do it, make sure you do it. And let this be the reminder. But today we have a very special guest. And when I mean special, I don't mean that kind of special.
Okay. All right. All right.
A very special guest, Mr. Trey Furlong. How you doing, brother?
Doing good. How you guys doing?
Hey, man, we're good. Good.
Another day, another dollar. I think that's what they say.
That is like what they be saying sometimes.
Yeah. So today we have the deal of the day. What is it?
What?
You guys that listen know that I say there's a deal of the day every week, and Cleon just came unprepared. He be working too much and on the wrong.
Yeah. That I'm not going to say all the things that I just thought about, but
it's a real deal.
We
humble, open, and transparent.
We haven't quite decided on what we're talking. So the deal of the day is supposed to relate to what we're going to be talking about.
Oh yeah.
So when we don't know what we're talking about, you know how hard that makes.
Yeah, that is true. So basically, we didn't even really give him a topic. We just kind of told him to show up.
This is why we need you guys' help. All right, send some more topics.
Not only that too, but we've had a couple serious, or not serious relationships, but serious topics the last couple weeks. So we can want to kind of kick back, relax, have a good time.
Yeah.
And this is going to be our very first roast. So we didn't tell Trey.
Apparently.
We didn't tell him, unfortunately. This is going to be the roast of Trey for your entertainment at his expense.
Okay.
So, to hop right in, what is the definition of Captain Capper? Can you please explain that to the people?
Is that a nickname? Is that what people are calling
Captain,
you?
No. I didn't say no. I wasn't calling him that.
Oh,
I just want to know.
Going straight in.
I'm just trying to figure it out.
I just want to know what your definition of the term Captain Capper is.
This is my first time hearing that, actually.
Okay. All right. So what is it? All right. So
I feel like you're just trying to give me new names.
For those of you who don't know, I love this term because I give it to multiple people.
Oh.
And I'm not saying I'm giving it to Trey, but you guys all know the term cap, right? And someone says that's cap.
Right. Cap.
What does that mean?
That is untrue statements.
Yeah, it's like
being made.
They're like saying stuff. We used to have a host that was capping. We call it. They be capping. They be making up all these crazy stories, and you're like, bro, all right, yeah, okay. You just keep telling them, yeah, okay, until they stop talking.
Yeah.
So somebody that does it very often, we call them Captain Capper.
Okay.
So Trey is that guy. No.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm just kidding. But go ahead, Trey. Welcome to the show. Go ahead, introduce yourself, my man, and we'll get into it. We'll talk about some of his relationships, and his relationship stories as well. Because apparently he said he got some good ones, but I heard them and they weren't that great. But go ahead.
So first, Trey, who are you? What do you do to give our audience a little bit of perspective here?
My name is Trey. I work at Tango with these guys.
Pull that up just a little bit.
There, keep sliding down.
Yeah. Do we need to?
Hey, that's you got to twist it.
I'll just give it a 2-hand hold the whole time. How about that? I'll just give it a 2-hand hold.
Hey, no, just move your mouth close.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. The TikTok, man. You gotta get him.
Yeah,
This guy's not gonna have a TikTok by the end of the episode.
Is it tight enough?
All right.
All
All
right,
right.
chill out,
Thank
man.
you.
Nah, I think it's tight. Just turn it to your mouth.
Yeah, you might just need. Yeah, just turn it up just a little. Yeah, like that. And if we
Just lean forward. So you...
Oh man.
I apologize.
When we talk about relationships, he's gonna be talking about the relationships with women, though. I'm just letting you guys know.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the roast of Trey Furlong.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Trey.
I'm good now.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Okay. So my name is Trey. I work at Tango with these guys. I do like all the IT, sound, lighting.
He's very good at
everything
that.
now.
Yeah, he's very good at that.
Yeah. I'm over here now after my job unfortunately closed. So
What was that job?
oh man, the Southern Belle, man.
Southern Belle, but they're gonna bring it back. And the word on their street is that they closed because of you.
Is that what the streets is saying?
What street is that one?
Seventh Ave. That's the street.
Yeah, that's not good. I've never heard that one personally.
No, I'm just kidding. This is the roast, so I gotta keep it funny. So it's a lighthearted episode at your expense.
I appreciate that.
Right. So Southern Belle, right? You're here at Tanger now.
Yeah.
What else? What else do we got?
I mean, anything I'd like to say to this guy, he tells me I'm a captain and capper. So
Okay.
I can't really.
It's okay. Is it?
No. That wasn't for you. That was just a joke.
I'm here for mediation.
Yeah. We love Trey. We love Trey. Okay? those are all just jokes. We love Trey.
I appreciate it. But outside of work, I do streams and
TikTok streams,
YouTube and
Twitch streams.
Twitch streams. What do you
do? A bunch of like social media.
Mm-hmm.
So
you do like video games and stuff, or
yeah, sometimes I just like to have a wide variety. So
okay.
As soon as one thing clicks, I'm gonna just take off on it.
So what you be doing on there? Like you just be chilling or what?
Yeah, we were supposed to play Warzone. You didn't add me yet. That's crazy.
I've been at my job.
Oh, he's been working.
Make sure I add your account after.
This guy texted me on Tuesday. He was like, "Yo, get on the game." I was like, "I'm at work." He was like, "Why?" I was like, "Because this is my job. I have to work."
Oh, I wanted to play, man. I wanted to play. I'm trying to get good again. I even got the controller with the paddles and stuff, so I'm trying to be legit.
Okay.
Yeah, see, this guy's trying to go all in.
Yeah, apparently. Okay.
The best I can.
So Warzone and anything else, or I don't know what people do on Twitch.
We do
really.
I play a lot of like NCAA.
Okay.
Stuff like sports games. I've been getting into like UFC recently.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm playing a lot of sports games and stuff like that. We'll play like scary games like late at night.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I hear the scary games are good.
yeah, they
Scary
are.
games.
Good for the views. Well, yeah, like if you stream it and then just like your reaction to it is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Interesting. So what's this? I don't play video games. What's a scary game? What is that, like playing zombies or something like that?
No, so it's just like there's really no point behind it.
Just entertainment.
Yeah, like there's like you gotta like find keys and do like certain quests to like get out of this house or whatever. But there's like this ghost following you around. She like just pops up out of nowhere and people just like screaming.
Gotcha.
It's just like jump scares.
Okay, that's what's your Twitch handle? Let the kids in the chat know.
It's my last name. It's Furlong, but it's FURL0NG3.
Oh, okay.
Zero
instead of the O, baby. All right, cool.
That O was taken.
And you've been doing that for a while?
Yeah. I mean, I used to do it a lot when I was younger, and then kind of just grew up with.
Are you old now? How old are you, man?
He's 38.
I just turned 23.
Oh, crap.
You said when you were younger. That made it sound like so when were you younger when you were doing?
When I was like
2 years ago.
like 12.
Oh,
13. I was just like playing games and I would stream it and like make videos and stuff.
different life, man.
Makes me feel real old now.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
And
Yeah,
then I
that's.
hit high school and started doing real things with my life, like football and stuff. So I kind of just gave it up.
You're an athlete.
Yeah.
Okay, where'd you play at?
Played at Robinson.
Robinson, go Knights.
Knights.
Yeah. Go Knights.
Go Knights.
Hey, man, I didn't grow up here.
In what position?
I came
I played
here.
linebacker.
Linebacker.
Linebacker, fullback, tight end. Played left tackle a little bit.
Oh shoot.
Yeah,
We're gonna put him. We're gonna put him on a flag football team here once I can run around again.
Oh yeah.
Him and Tori.
Mm-hmm.
Him and who?
Him and Tori. Hollywood.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tori used to play. He's running back or something.
Tori played like slot receiver in college.
Did he for who?
I don't know.
Nah, probably D2. Too. No, he actually he actually had a good.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah, he actually had some good film. I was like, okay.
Okay.
If he was a little taller, he might have been. He might have been something if he was a little taller.
I signed into a nice Division I program.
Playing what? Center?
I played linebacker, bro. Jeez. But it was COVID year. You know, we had the spring football games, and I got hit by a car.
Oh, shoot.
There goes that.
Thanks.
You got hit by a car?
Yeah. Or, I mean, like, I wasn't, like, walking.
Were you drinking?
I was 18.
So were you drinking? Is that a yes?
Yeah. Don't.
Hey. I actually
don't be drinking.
I went to a car meet. So when I was at the car meet, we were all leaving and stuff like that. And I was at a red light, and a Tesla just flew behind me, hit me going like 70.
Oh, shoot.
I wasn't even moving. I was just completely stopped.
Yeah, I thank God for how he protected me while I was drinking, when I was drinking. Because just thank him. How he protected me. especially in the vehicle. Do not drink and drive or drink
That's
and
crazy.
be around vehicles or just drink it all, you know.
So
but if you're going to drink, make sure you do it at Tinker Nightclub.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
So that knocked you out? Basically, you couldn't play after that?
Yeah, I ended up going to I went to the hospital for like 12 hours. My whole shoulder was like torn. I had 7 bulging discs in my back of my neck.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was completely messed up. They were just like, you probably can't play no more.
Yep, it's probably not a good idea.
I was on like concussion number 5, and I was like, the CTE was kicking in the hospital, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, like CTE. Did you guys see what AB did last night?
Oh yeah. I heard some. They said they was out there trying to take his chain or something.
Yeah. So, but he just shot up into the air.
I mean,
shot the guy.
It's a good way to get people away. I mean, you're not trying to catch a charge by shooting somebody.
You're protecting yourself.
You shouldn't be allowed to have a gun anyway.
Yeah,
last guy.
Then he went on Aiden Ross show and was like, yeah, I blacked out. I got CTE. I blacked out. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't blame you, but if someone's trying to take my chain, I'm usually probably going to aim the gun at them, not just straight up in the air.
I mean,
I think he was trying to not.
He was just trying to disperse the, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, chill out type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Warning shots.
Them, but yeah, there's no warning shots. You just
well
for your life.
Yeah, I mean, that's like kind of bad. Like, especially, you shoot up there and somebody else is in fear for their life.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, I didn't see the videos, but I just saw it. Saw a little headline about it, so I thought that was funny. All right, let's get into. Yeah, you guys talking about some boring stuff, so I was like, let's talk about
the man's life. Jesus,
just boring.
Yeah, it was boring. I almost died.
I actually was in a car accident. I almost died too.
So that makes that more fun since you also
Nah.
I don't.
I think a lot of people have almost died in car accidents.
Yeah, that is okay.
So we're not special.
So what do you want to? Okay, Brace. So what do you want to get into, man?
Let's hear. I want to hear about your relationships. Who's the last girl that you dated and why did it fail?
She is crazy.
No, not like not like who. Don't tell me who. We don't want no names or anything. But like, what happened in the relationship and why did it end? And what did you learn from it? Because you're in this demographic right now of what we like to say, young, dumb, and full of cum.
Who's we who likes to say that?
I like how he's just like
he's like we're saying it. Everybody's saying it.
All right, that's what I used to say.
This is just Brandon. I've never said that in my life.
Yeah, Cleon's never said that. I'll say what I think. So just so you guys know, that's what I do. I just say what I think. But Trey falls in that category of where I used to be. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So we need some context for this last relationship and why it failed and what you learn from it. Because if you're not learning from each relationship, you're going to keep repeating those patterns. So that's the most important part that we want to know.
Man, let me tell you what.
And when did it end?
I'm gonna put it down.
All right, let's get into it, man.
It ended probably October.
So last year, this was recent. Your most recent one.
Wait, was it? Yeah.
October 24.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was with the girl that I broke up with in like November of 23. Got back.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you
It's a crazy story how we got back.
Spun the block a little bit.
Yeah, you went in for round 2 when
it was crazy. I don't even know how it happened, honestly.
Okay, so go back into 2023, how it happened, how you guys get back together, and then why it failed again.
So we broke up in 23, and then fast forward, my birthday rolls around in January, and I get a text from her. She was like, "Hey,
Oh, of course.
Yeah, hey, I hope you had a good birthday. So it was your birthday the other day." I was like, "You know what my birthday is, bro." But, all right, cool, thanks, appreciate it. Fast forward, I have a party for Gasparilla and my birthday because it's the same.
Yeah, I remember.
It's the same like time frame, and I had met this new guy in the car community, and he was like cool as shit. So I brought him over and to the party. And he was like, "Yo, my girlfriend's gonna come." And I was like, "All right, cool." So I'm hanging out with them, and now I'm like good friends with them. We go out maybe 2 weeks later to McDenton's, and he calls me. He's like, "Yo, my girlfriend and her best friend are outside waiting."
Oh nice.
Man. He was like, "Can you get them in?" I was like, "Yeah, I got you. I'll get them in." So I go out and to go get them in. I'm not even paying attention. I was like, "Yo, whoever the 2 girls are, they're good. Let them in." We're inside on the dance floor.
So you ain't even look at them.
No, I don't even look at them.
You did, yeah. Take care of them. Let's go.
Yeah, those 2.
Okay.
So we're on the dance floor, and I'm sitting there, and I'm talking to we're in like a whole group of friends now at this point, and I'm just talking to one of my homeboys, and I look over, and I'm looking down. I just look up, and I was like face to face with her, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Are you the friend that I just got in?" She was like, "You're the friend," and I was like, "Oh god, it was so bad. It was so awful."
So the flame rekindled that night, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, over some drinks, or how'd that go?
I don't even think we really talked much that time, but then we went out again after that.
Yeah, and then rekindled.
Then she ended up like staying in my house drunk.
So why did y'all break up the first time? And breakups happen for the dumbest reasons when you're young.
Oh
I mean, they actually happen for the dumbest reasons all the time, to be honest.
Yeah, it was pretty dumb.
What was the first time?
The first time was
Someone cheated?
not
technically. That's my favorite word. Not technically.
No, I don't think it was that.
We was on a break, you know.
I really don't even know why it was.
All right, so you just fell out. So let's go through it.
Yeah, we fell out.
The second time.
The second time,
you grew apart. Second time, you're like, "Hey, let's rekindle this flame, baby." I met you at McDenton's. I looked up and I saw you, so it must be. It's meant to be.
Yeah.
And then we went along.
Yeah, so we were all just chilling and stuff like that, and I told her, like, this is how it started going downhill from here. I told her, I was like, "Yo, I'm just gonna become a manager at a bar, and I'm gonna get us everybody to work together."
Oh.
Fast forward, she was my bottle girl at Southern Belle. And she didn't like that I was working in the nightlife because she couldn't trust me, but I'm like, "You work with me. Like, you're at my job
Oh, man. Yeah, okay. So,
yeah. You're a hoe. You're in the nightlife. Everybody
but
knows
she's working there, too.
That's
so
what
how
I'm saying.
that's hypocritical.
Exactly. She went to Bali for a week, didn't talk to me, and I was like, "Okay."
And then that,
came back.
Okay.
And then she was like, "I want to have a conversation after work one night," and I was like, "No, I've got to open on Sunday early." She was like, "Okay." So fast forward, I go home, I'm driving home. My dad calls me. He's like, "Yo, I lost my passport. I'm going to Jamaica tomorrow. I need some money." I was like, "All right, cool." Go to his house. She shows up at my house.
Oh.
I don't know. She doesn't know my gate code. She don't know none of that. Shows up at my crib, calls me, blows me up. "Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? I'm at your house. Your car's not here. This, and that. You're cheating, blah, blah, blah." And I was like,
wow.
I was like, wow. But I'm like on the way to my dad's house on the bridge. And it's like 4 a.m, so I'm not gonna answer a FaceTime call. Plus, I got Apple CarPlay in my car, so I'd have to unplug my phone, turn it on,
do all of that stuff
because I've got the wireless one.
FaceTime.
Yeah. And she's like, "Oh,
so that's just
I don't believe you. I don't believe you." And
that's just. Yeah, we talk about it all the time. You gotta have trust in a relationship. So whatever happened in that first time, y'all broke up. That's when the trust went away, and then she could just never really build it back. But what did you learn in that relationship? I could tell you what I learned from that relationship just hearing it.
Should have never spun back the block.
Here's the thing with relationships. When you're trying to go for a round 2, you always got to ask yourself, what's going to be different this time? if there's actually going to be something different, then yeah, maybe you want to try it out. But if you don't have an answer to that, then you just got to leave it where it is. You're going to be attracted. There's going to be attraction that you can have for numerous amount of women in this world. Doesn't mean that you got to go and pursue it with all of them.
Right.
So that's always what I would recommend if you're trying to spin the block a second and third time and go for these things. It's like, what's going to be different this time? But before you ask yourself that, you actually have to do self-reflection on why it ended the first time. And had you had done that, you would have been able to maybe come to the conclusion that maybe it was just a lack of trust. She didn't trust you. And then you try and spin the block and she still don't trust you. And then you guys work together. And then you know how it is. Once you're in nightlife, it's a different animal. You got to have a female that really does trust you, because you're in an industry where you are around a lot of females.
I try to avoid that situation by working.
But working with, exactly. I agree. I think that in that situation, if you're already together, I think that is the right thing to do.
And then at the time of that, I wasn't even like manager yet. I was the VIP host. So like, I'm over the bottle girls. Like, I'm your boss right now, and I have to deal with you. Like,
no, that's a terrible situation.
Terrible situation to be in. You were trying to do right by it, but where you fail is you just didn't do enough self-reflection as to why the relationship failed the first time.
Absolutely.
So going from this one, now you can realize and maybe hopefully see the signs of like, hey, this person, if you don't have a trust in a relationship, there is no relationship. You have to be able to trust a person. Right. Your mind's going to wander and whatnot, but if you don't trust that other person, like, there is no relationship. Like, we're both, well, like, technically in relationships with people that don't work in.
We're both technically.
I said both.
Okay.
Yeah. Yours is a real one. Mine's like a one-off.
Yeah, we're baby steps.
All right, well, whatever. It's still it's a commitment.
It's certainly something.
It's a commitment.
Look at his face.
We're both in commitment with women that have to trust us to work at the club. Without that trust, those relationships wouldn't work.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of women that go into the club, and it's not like they're all like very attractive, anyways. But yeah, because it's like 7th Ave, you know what I'm saying? I think I was just having that conversation with Shelby last night. She's like, "Yeah, good thing it's just like Ybor, you know, you hit or miss." I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "It's not like it's downtown where, you know, everyone's dressed up and look good." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right."
Yeah,
yeah, right.
Wild stuff you see on the nightly basis.
Yeah. So after that, what did you learn from it? And if somebody went through that situation, what advice would you give them?
I would say don't spin back, especially in like a short amount of time without talking about it first, because it was like instant. Like, it was like kind of like starting where you left off. No trying to figure out like what happened or what's going on or how they've been. It's just like straight into it. I'd say just take some time to reflect, like, seriously.
So you weren't really planning to get back together with her, like you said. She was just at your crib one night, and then y'all just kept hanging out after that.
Yeah, we were at Max, but like
started at McDonald's.
But the thing is crazy is like we didn't like speak from the time we broke up in like September to January. And then we hung out in like February because my birthday is at the end of January. So from September to February, like nothing. Communication at all.
Right.
And it just like started right back.
That's how it goes, man. Yeah. If you're not careful, you will end up in relationships you didn't mean to be in.
Right, exactly. It just happened so quick. It was just like one week I wasn't talking to her. The next week she was hanging out, staying at my house. So
yeah. You gotta be intentional, and you gotta set boundaries with all that kind of stuff, because you can't just let it happen based on how you feel, because the body and the mind is going to tell you two separate things, and you're going to get caught up. And
I remember now why we broke up the first time.
There it is. All right.
Yeah. It was the friends. The friends didn't like me, so they were pushing me out by telling her, like talking to her ear.
Yeah. So then she didn't trust you.
So what were they saying about you?
Don't trust him.
Yeah, it was like, oh, he's such a bad guy. Oh, he works in the nightlife. I was like, that's where I met you to begin with. At first, like, I was working at McDenton's when I met her. I was like, so you know who, like, what I do? Like, why is this such a problem now?
Exactly, because she knows what you do. So now they think you're doing that with other girls.
I mean, if we're being honest, I would not let my daughter date a club promoter.
How are you going to stop her from doing that?
Who's a club promoter?
But technically, like, we are.
That's technically that's what are you a promoter? I'm like, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're all not that bad. Like, Cleon's a pretty good guy. I'm a pretty good guy. Trey, I'm not sure about.
I just click buttons all day. I just be chilling, man.
He's literally the button clicker. You guys see all the lights in the ceiling moving and stuff. Trey's just up there doing that, dancing and being, go Tori. All
right. Sorry, I can't have friends anymore, guys. This is Brandon's like the spitting image of my ex-girlfriend. Can't do anything in the club.
Wait, she looks this good?
All right, bro. Just the actions, man. I can't do nothing without getting made fun of. Huh?
All right. Well, this is the roast of Trey. I didn't warn you for the purpose of you not showing up. But would you let your daughter date somebody that worked at the club?
I don't know how you stop anybody from dating anybody. That's what I'm saying. I can say I wouldn't be fond of it, but I can't say, oh, I wouldn't. How are you going to stop her from doing that? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That was my question. How do you stop your daughter from dating somebody?
Yeah, that's true. You don't, because especially when they're, I guess, younger, the more you try and stop them from doing something, the more they're going to want to do it.
That's what all the movies show you.
Yeah, and that's what happens in real life. Because look at you were a preacher. No,
Hold on.
Wow.
Hold up. Hold on.
You know what they say about the pastor's kid?
I was fine for the most part. I was just a regular kid, man.
No, I'm just playing. Trey, would you, if you had a daughter?
Absolutely not.
So Trey, for you guys to understand, me and Cleon are more like outside of the club to get people inside of the club and sell the tables. Yeah. Trey's actually inside the club.
In the trenches.
So he's really in the trenches. So he gets to see a lot worse things than we get to see.
Yeah. That's where the girls are dancing and they're pouring shots.
Yeah.
They be in the DJ booth when they not supposed to be. And guess who's there with them?
Guess who's there?
Trey.
Trey's in the DJ booth doing the life. So he probably looking at these girls like, what? That's why he's in there saying go tour, not because he's DJing well, because all these girls that come up to him.
Yeah, like there. Thank you, Tori. Thank you.
Yeah.
you keep spinning that same song. They like this one.
They like this one.
Yeah, they really like this one. So yeah, no, absolutely. I don't think you could stop your daughter from. That's my chair. Dating somebody in the club. But yeah,
all you can do is give her your perspective on it. You know, just what to look out for.
Hey, I worked there for 5 years, so it depends on.
Yeah, and you were a slut, so that's
for better terms. Yeah, yeah. So I know what they had the potential to be. And that was just when I wasn't in a relationship.
Yeah,
I wasn't in a relationship.
You were doing what single people do.
Oh, yeah,
I was just doing what single. I was just doing what single people do, and that's all I was doing, just being single.
Yeah, single people do single people.
But when I got into a relationship, I was in that relationship full force. Now, don't let
that is one thing I can say about Brandon is that when he's in a relationship, he's a little bit too invested, honestly.
I do get a little too invested.
But when he's not, he is not. Yeah.
Until the last one ended, that's when I kind of like realized, all right, you know what. I gotta find God. Gotta live the life that God wants me to live.
After a few of those situations,
the sleeping around, the trying to have F buddies or friends with benefits. It's like that. That's just too old for me, man. I'm like, or I guess too young for me now. Like, it's just not worth it. So I was just like, I'm gonna wait and be celibate, and then wait till I get married now.
You sound like all the other girls at the club.
Oh no, I'm celibate.
Yeah.
If I had $1
for the ones that go to the club, now that's crazy. They're just lying. If they go to the club religious, I work there, so it's different for me. Mm-hmm. I can be. But if they go into the club and getting drunk, I don't drink or have sex. So if they go into the club and they're drinking, they're definitely having sex. That's not a if, answer, but. It's crazy. It's crazy what God can do.
There you go.
It's crazy what God could do.
Now I know that because Brent, how long have you been working at the club now?
over 5 years now.
5 years.
Yeah.
Because I always say that if I was working at the club, I think when you're at your age, 22, 21, 22, 23 years old,
different.
I'd probably be in a much different place than I am right now.
Well, I started at 26, so
because you remember what we were doing back at just in that environment at that age, like when we were selling insurance and we were 22, 23 years old.
What you mean? I only fell in love with one girl there.
Yeah, and you were living Brandon. I don't know. You never got to see Brandon in his party stage.
You've heard. I've heard of the Elo Brandon combination.
Oh well, if he was telling you the stories, half those are probably
It wasn't him. It was Sean.
Oh yeah, Sean, yeah.
And Chris.
Yeah, if Chris was telling you, they're probably cap too.
Chris and Sean, they were telling me the Brandon stories.
Depends on some of them. They'll have
said blackout, couldn't walk.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I could walk because I would do it every Sunday religiously. I was actually a professional at drinking the entire day and night. It was like you wake up, you go play flag football, you go to WTR, then you come to the club.
You had a whole routine.
Oh yeah, you make sure the club is busy. After the club, you go to the strip club. After the strip club, it's bedtime. Then it's breakfast time. Then it's bedtime. It was a whole
wow.
Yeah, I was going every Sunday. Yeah, Sunday was my Sunday was like my Friday.
The Sunday schedule had 2 breakfasts and 1 sleep rotation.
It really did. Hey, now Sunday schedule is work Saturday night, wake up, go to church, and then I'm resting all day. So
pop in randomly on first floor, just like in the cut.
Oh, on a Sunday? Yeah, Sunday I randomly come in and be like, hey, yeah, you guys good? I'll see you later. But yeah, Sundays definitely have changed, and
different times, man.
Read the Bible. Yeah, it's definitely definitely different times. But when you're younger and working to the club, so I guess it would matter how old the person is. Actually, I don't know.
I think it matters whatever their life experience is, because the reason why we are the way we are now is because we did all that already, and also keeping track of multiple women at the same time is so exhausting. And when you got all these things, like we podcast and I got 2 jobs, you want me to then try and go and entertain 3 girls 2 at the same time?
Yeah, I can't even.
I need to go to bed.
I can't even have you sleep over because then you mess up my morning routine now. So it's like
my whole morning routine.
Now my whole day's messed up. If my morning's messed up, now my whole day's messed up. So you can't even come over if you're gonna so you have no use to me.
That's so. Yeah,
like, man, I've been in the club life since I was like 20.
That's crazy.
20, bro. That was only 3 years.
It feels like it's been a long time.
I'm 5.5 right now.
I bought my first bar when I was 20, and then
you did do that don't care bar or something like that, right?
Yeah. And then I went to McDenton's, was working the door, left, and then went to Southern Belle, was working the door, got fired.
You got fired from Southern Belle?
Yeah.
For working the door.
The first time.
He got fired, but then there was closing anyways, and everybody got fired. And then Tangra, we just said we was going to take him.
I'm talking about the first time I worked at Southern Belle.
You got fired twice?
Were you fired for fraternizing at the door?
That's getting fired twice from the same place is pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, dude, the way I got the job back was insane. Just walking down 7th, hammered. They were like, "You want to come back and work?" I was like,
"That's great." Hey, times was real tough for it.
Yeah,
hey, I was like, "Hey man, you want to come back and work? Come on."
I was literally sitting there, and Radina was like, "Yo, come on." And I was just like,
"Oh yeah, Radina, we love her. She's at 5'11" now."
Yeah, I was like, "I don't want to work security though. Let me do something else." And they were like, "You do VIP." I was like, "Okay, cool." She took off, and then Chris and Matt called me. Like, you want to do it? And I was like, "Sure."
Yeah. That was good times, man. I remember those meetings. It's like, who is this guy? He's trying to have more tattoos than me. It's not cool.
Yeah, I walk in, I barely know anybody, and it's just like everybody's eating sushi, and I'm just like sitting there like this.
Yeah,
I don't eat fish, bro.
That was back when the manager meetings were nice, man. When we could afford some food, though. I feel like we have a manager meeting once a month now.
Yeah, really.
But they same old thing. So it's just like, hey, get to work. You know what you got to do.
Exactly.
But they used to be good. They used to be getting some free food every time, all that stuff. Not no more.
Brandon gets yelled at every Tuesday.
Yeah, I did get my fair share. I just, yes sir, yes sir, no sir.
On it, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
Yes sir, no sir.
He just he rewords the question that's asked to them. There's like Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm good.
Like, Brandon, you need to do this. He's like, so yeah, you need me to do this at this time. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. That's called, that's how you practice active listening. So, that works in relationships as well. So when your spouse tells you to do something, you just repeat back what she said and word it a little differently. And say it'll get done. Oh, so you mean you want me to take out the trash and do the dishes for you by tomorrow afternoon? Okay, yeah, got you. Oh yeah, thank you so much. That's how they know you're listening.
Is okay, interesting. So is nightlife something that you want to do for the rest of your life?
Absolutely not.
Because you've been in it already.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So what are you
I've
looking
done like
for?
a little bit of everything now to the point where I'm just like.
So what are you trying to do for real? Like, what's the thing that you're trying to make a career out of or whatever?
Twitch? Nah.
Trying to Twitch it?
I don't know. I want to get on
right
Twitch.
Now. I'm kind of just focusing, towards social media.
Mm-hmm.
But I've done a lot of things. I've worked in retail. I've worked in,
where at for retail?
I was a manager at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Okay.
And I've done. I've done Under Armour. When I lived up in Daytona, I did Under Armour and stuff like that.
Retail sucks, from what I hear.
Well, I did,
it's just like dealing with the people.
Yeah.
You gotta deal with people drunk. Now you gotta deal with the drunk people.
I know, but it's like different. It's like way different. Like I personally, I don't like getting yelled at because there's not a certain shirt that says there's the shirt because I didn't bring the shirt here. That's not my fault.
I'm sorry, I didn't get in my car to go get the shirt to bring it here because you saw it online. I don't know what you want from me.
Exactly. Like, sorry, like my fault. But then I did sneaker reselling for a little bit.
Okay, so you were like them dudes that be online knocking on the bottom of the shoe, telling them how much it's worth.
Nah, I wasn't that in depth. I was not that in depth in that. I'll tell you that. That's how it started after I was done.
Mm-hmm.
All the fake watermelon sounding checks.
Yeah, it's supposed to sound like a cantaloupe. It sounded like more like I'm like, I don't even know.
All right, I got a question.
Okay,
I got a question. We're gonna go back to
oh gosh,
the Captain Kappa. Since you've been at Tanger for a while, who is the biggest capper you have met in nightlife?
Oh my God!
I swear to God, if you say me, I'm gonna.
We literally have been flaming at D'Angelo.
Oh my God! Just put him on. Put him on blast. At least shout out his clothing company.
Clothing company?
Doesn't he have a clothing store or something?
No, he used to work for them.
Oh, so I guess he is Captain Kappa because he convinced me.
No, he used to work. Nah, man, D'Lo just bad. He just got some stuff going on, man. We'll be catching him and be like, all right. He'd be like, but this, and I'm like, no,
I've seen him have multiple arguments with multiple Latinas in the stairwell as we're closing multiple times, and I'm just in the back, just.
You should have saw the one last night.
I bet there was no.
There was one last night in the booth.
I'll be like in the stairwell, and I just like start hearing him yell. I'm like, dude, this is hilarious. It brings back a little bit of memories,
a little nostalgia for you.
Yeah, I was like, thank God.
I miss it sometimes,
He's just
Jesus
like
Christ, no,
he's just an idiot. He's just so dumb with it too. He'd be like, last night he was like, this girl was like yelling at him over text, and he's like, look at this. Like, she's mad at me because she's looking at me kiss another girl. I was like,
by all means, I think that she has.
He was like, I don't even talk to her. I was like, okay.
So wait, he doesn't talk to the girl that he was kissing or the girl that was texting?
The girl that was texting him.
Oh, okay. So then what's she mad?
She was like, you swiped up my Instagram DM one time though. He was like, my God. It was one of those nights.
He might have a point.
All right. So I have an even better question. Would you let your daughter date a DJ?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
no, I
not.
hang out with them every day.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. A club promoter could be different. Depending on their life experiences, they could actually be a decent human being.
Mm-hmm.
A DJ? At least not the ones I know. Absolutely not. You'll be disowned.
Girls just want to be too close to the DJ all the time. They want to be right there.
Also like videos of these certain people that have just been hanging out with these famous DJs. I'm like, you don't even know him.
Yeah,
I know exactly who you're talking about. I'll bring her back on the show and talk about it. Yeah, so that's I mean, just the club hookup culture is just
It's insane,
super insane. But yeah, my daughter would never be around a DJ. I mean, there are the ones that can be decent, but not too many.
Were you trying to count?
I'm trying to see which ones I know that could be faithful, loyal.
He was like literally going through.
Never
mind, not him.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
I mean, they all could be. Some of these DJs are married men who go back home to their families at the end of the night.
Well, no, I'm talking about Tampa. Sorry, sir. I'm talking about Tampa.
I'm
not talking about famous.
I'm talking about DJs in general.
Yeah, I'm not like famous DJs like Cascade. He's a family man. He don't drink or do drugs or anything like that. He's a worldwide DJ. Yeah, I'm not talking about people like that. I'm talking about like your club DJ. Absolutely not.
No.
Yeah, if she wants to date like a super famous, yeah, come on, bring him more money. But the club DJs, nah,
absolutely not. No way.
Yeah, no
way.
Take it from Trey. He's the one that watching them all night.
Yeah, I literally hang out with them every day. I know how it is. I feel like a club DJ at this point.
Oh man.
Okay.
Hey, you are who you hang around.
Y'all been running some 2-mans.
Okay.
No.
Don't put them on blast.
No.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
Now you put them on blast.
They might see this.
Oh, they might. Yeah, you don't want them to know.
I was gonna clip this up, but I can't.
What are you about to clip? How you can clip it?
Everything's on the internet. I can clip it up if I wanted to.
I can clip it up for you too.
I'm good.
I'll send you that one. You want me to post that one? How many 2-mans you got? You and Tori be running?
None.
that is the correct answer.
Hold on. Is there like a lion button? Like,
maybe somewhere in here. There's a record scratch.
Oh, speaking of the DJs, there we are.
So
I remember one time, I ain't gonna say the name again, but it's just like, oh, this person this day, this person this person. I said,
yeah, I remember that. When you saw when we was walking back to the garage.
Yeah, you remember that?
He's like, yeah, this is like the 10th girl this week. I'm like, brothers, calm down.
All right, D-Lo, calm down.
Close. Like, calm down, brother. It's that just messes up your morning routine, bro. Get out of my house.
It's funny when me and my girl started talking. She used to come over and like sleep over Friday night into Saturday mornings. Mm-hmm. That was at a time before I was working in the nightlife, so I would be up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock on Saturdays. I would go for like this 2-hour walk, and that's what I would always do. Mm-hmm. But now she's there. And then so when we reflect on it now, she was like, I can only think of how miserable you were because she was just there sleep until like 10, 11 o'clock. Yeah. And I'm not going anywhere. Yeah. No, I can't.
Yeah, it's different. Like in the relationship, I mean, now like everything like is mostly planned out. So that way, like we don't mess up each other's routines.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to have because when you're in a relationship, like you still have to have your life and they got to have their life.
Absolutely.
So if you're inviting people over and they're like continuously like messing up your routine, and if you really like them, you're going to let them until you just realize months down the road, you're like so out of your routine. And then you start to feel all like the world sucks and all this. And you're like, what happened? Sucks. Well, I need my morning routine or like, I'm a different person. Like,
right.
I need my morning routine or I'm going to go crazy. Like I'll lose my mind if I don't. I need to meditate. I need to wake up. I need to meditate. I need to have my time alone, read, go sit in the sun, get some sunlight, go walk outside barefoot. I don't do that. I don't do that every day. I do that like once a week though.
Barefoot.
But this guy just touches grass.
Yeah, I said
you got to recharge your fascia.
I feel like every time I start a morning routine, I end up getting a 4 a.m. Tanger text. It just ruins the whole thing.
Well, that's when you got to have boundaries and be like, nope.
That's really hard to do.
Nope. Not for me.
You're old man.
Well, no, it's because they used to do that. They used to do that all the time. And I was like, yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So when you were 23, was you saying yep?
Well, I was 26. I'm 31 now. I'm almost 32. I'm an old man.
All right.
Yeah, I'm an old man. So I had a career before this one. This is a second career. Then we got to go find a third, fourth, fifth. The other one's just going to be whatever I build on myself. My nonprofit did get approved though. So
Oh yeah.
There we go, baby. Clap it up.
That is in the works and be launching soon. I just gotta get the website made. This is my website guy.
I can do it.
Yeah, there we go. Come on, Trey.
I can do it. I can do all that.
Yeah. But yeah, when I used to get them texts, I'd be like, yeah, I'll go do all the extra work. Now it's like they don't even text me anymore because I guess they text you.
So it's your fault that you get the 4 a.m. text.
It might be, man. It might be.
Oops.
But we love
My
it.
fault.
So you don't currently have a morning routine because you can't get into it.
I mean, yeah. The beginning of the week, and then when the weekend kicks in, it goes down the drain. Like my Monday through Wednesday, or my Monday through Thursday, when there's no Tanger, yeah, I got a great morning routine.
Yeah, it's different when you got it. It's harder. You got to force yourself,
and it's just hard working in the club too, because like there's like people I haven't seen in forever, and they're like, "Hey, do you guys want to go to the casino?" And
nope. Yeah, you gotta learn how to say nope. You gotta learn how to say you gotta learn how to say nope all the time to those things. Even though I used to do them all the time. Well, that's why when I would drink, if I drank, and it'd be like, oh yeah, you get a little buzz going, and then like, all right, what are we doing after? We're going to the casino. Oh heck yeah, let's go to the casino. Right. Next thing you know, it's like they got that extra oxygen in there by like 4% that keeps you up even later. Next thing you know, it's like 7 a.m. The sun's coming up. You're like, what?
Yeah,
well, I got work tonight. I was like, I'm gonna go home. Now I just sleep all day. Now you just lose so much time. So I guess. I always feel like there's so much to do, but then when I think about it, it's like I wasted so much time going out and drinking and partying and stuff. So I was like, even with the little stuff that you get done, you're still doing a lot more than you used to do. So
I did start a new routine at Tanger though. I do not drink anymore. I just stopped drinking.
Oh, when did you stop?
When did you start that tonight?
Tonight. He started today.
I started that
last night. I heard Los was trying to do that too, huh?
Oh yeah, Los is like
he's good.
Los is like 2 months clean right now.
Yeah, we love that, man.
Yeah, man.
And this is what I tell you:
everybody stopped drinking by D-Lo,
and that's good. How long are you at, or is it just in the club not drinking?
I mean, like it's like I didn't like completely quit it. Like there's like one time where if somebody comes in, like Ricky came in on Sunday and he spends a lot of money or whatever. He's like, you just take a shot with me. I was like, all right.
So it's just, but like you're slowly getting there.
No, but like from drinking every night to like heavy drinking, like blackout drinking, to completely cutting it and taking one shot, like maybe this week and maybe a month from now
to zero,
to like completely nothing. I mean,
and this is why it's so important. You know, we have those Jesus freaks that are on the street, right?
Those Jesus freaks.
Those Jesus freaks on the street.
We got to work on your terms for people.
Yeah, God made me this way, and this is where I'm going to be.
He didn't mean he didn't want you to progress, but we'll get there.
But what I always say is like when those people are out there, I'm like, I don't mind them out there preaching, but I just think that it creates a lot of conflict. So I don't think that it's the right place to do what they do. What I do think is right is maybe one of them come work in the club, and then that's how you teach your gospel.
That's outrage. That's an outrageous idea. Those guys are too aggressive to work in the club.
They are too aggressive. Yeah. So they're already not godly by how aggressive they are. But as you can see, I work in the club.
Yeah.
You stop drinking. You start sharing your own story and your gospel, then that is going to trickle on to other people. And they're like, oh, if this crazy kid could do it, then I could do it.
Yeah, but there's a certain...
That crazy kid could do it, I could do it.
There's certain could do it, gentleness and tenderness that you need when dealing with people.
If Los could do it, I mean, that's crazy. So, and a lot of people, when they talk to me, oh, how long has it been since you haven't drank? It's like, hey, 2 years, 7 months. Like, wow, that's so crazy. Especially the ones that knew me when I was drinking. Like, man, that's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just that's how you live it and you share it in the place that you're at, and that's how you continue to share your gospel.
I feel like I'm doing pretty good, man. One shot a week.
Fireworks.
1 shot a week. There was a point in time where I went to McDonald's 56 days in a row.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was bad.
56?
56 days in a row.
Have you even been to church 56 times?
Yeah.
You want to come to church tomorrow? South. We'll take you to church. Take you to church. Real church. I'm talking about real church.
Where's that?
What's
over?
It's in Palm River Road. Palm River
Oh,
Road.
so you're taking me to church in the hood. Palm River Claremont is the hood.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, sweet.
Where do you think I'm going to go to church at? Come on, brother. I work in Ybor, go to church in the hood. What you mean? Come on, man. You think I go to a white church? You think I go to
contemporary is the word that he's looking for.
You think I go to Radiant across the street? Come on, man. I'm more cultured than that.
Grace Family is a nice place.
Yeah, I gotta go. Gotta go to the black church so you can show them that we can all be intermingled.
Was that why you need to go there?
Yeah,
no, that's just because I met my pastor and that's where he preaches right now.
Oh yeah,
that's all. I can just follow him whatever church.
Yeah, I'm from the South, man. I used to go to church a lot.
South where South?
Are we all going to church tomorrow?
Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll go to church 9:30 a.m. See you guys there.
We all. That's
yeah. I'm gonna get you guys one of these.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Got you on the next week. All right. I can't go to church and then go to a Hard Rock Day party.
They do have that, huh?
Can't do them both in the same day.
Both in the same day. I wouldn't feel real holy at the Hard Rock party.
You know,
here's the thing, though.
It's a journey.
Yeah, it's a journey, and God accepts you as you are. There's no need to hide who you are right now. He's the one that's going to change you. You're not going to change yourself. He will change you. And I'm a walking testimony. So you can't hide anything from him. So you just be who you are. It doesn't matter. I used to occasionally go to church and then go drink the entire day too. And end up at a strip club. So it was like...
It'd be like that.
Sunday, right?
Yeah, it'd be like that. Yeah. So it's not I need to be...
church.
It's just it is what it is. And the day I got baptized, I went to go watch the movie Sinners. And someone's like, "You got baptized and then you went to go watch Sinners?" I'm like, it's a movie, my guy. I was going to watch it any days. What's that got to do with the day I watched it?
I'm sorry. Why did they feel like the movie was because it was called Sinners?
Because it was called Sinners, yeah. And I got baptized on that. But I also got baptized on 420, which is a national holiday for weed smoking. You know what I'm saying? But it was also
National
Easter.
Tree Day is
National
what
Tree
it
Day,
is.
yes.
And people perverted it to marijuana.
Yeah. Oh, it was Tree Day? Yeah. Well,
that's what it is. It's National Tree.
It was Tree Day.
And then they turned it into Tree Day.
Because 422 is Earth Day. So
Correct.
Tree Day and then Earth Day.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense because 422 is Earth Day.
Correct.
But yeah, someone that said that, I was like, bro.
Yeah.
I'm educated.
Weed doesn't have a national holiday.
But, and everybody listen, like, God don't have to hide who you are when you're talking to God. There's no need to hide who you are. He knows who you are. You're not going to be the one to change yourself. I promise you that. It's never going to be your plan. It's always going to be his plan. So don't think that, because I'm going to a party. And this is why I don't like the people that come into Ybor, because they just, you party, you're going to hell. It's like, no.
Yeah, he be tweaking.
It's like, yeah, you're a little too crazy, my man. You can come to church and go get drunk the same night. Is it always going to be? Is it always going to be like that? No.
Right.
I know people who come to church that just smoke weed. I can smell it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, hey, it doesn't matter. Like, God's going to accept you as you are and where you are. He's going to be the one to change you. You can't technically change yourself. Obviously, you got to make the steps to do it. But don't feel like, just because I'm going to a hard rock party after, I can't go to church in the morning. No, it's not how it works. Not how it works. He knows the journey that you're on. He'll be the one to change you.
Will you be at work Saturday all night?
Yeah, I work Saturday all night and then go to church 9:30. But then I sleep right after.
I got a hard rock party to go to. I can't sleep.
No. All right, so Trey's gonna hit work, hard rock, church, hard rock. Good luck.
Work, hard rock, church, hard rock, church in the middle.
Amen.
That guy that goes out to Ybor, he's definitely tripping. He's tweaking.
Oh yeah, no, they say some of the craziest things.
He came up. I was walking in one day, and he's just like, "Man, this guy right here, he's the example. He's here every night." I was like, "It's my job."
Yeah. I went and told. I'm like, "Yeah, I work here, bro. I literally tithe with this money that I make here." So, okay, well, let's pray. It's like, yeah, I'll pray for you. I mean, I'll pray with you. I prayed with him. So yeah, but you got to get out of here. I'm like, I don't need to get out of here. What if God has me here to share my own testimony and my own gospel with the people here? Are you telling everybody not to drink? No, it's a club. Why would I have to tell everybody not to drink? I can't tell them what to do. They're going to do what they want to do.
Exactly.
Do I tell everybody to come to the club? No, but I do tell people to come to the club. The people are at that's their own journey of life. So you can't really control that. the thing that I really dislike about those guys that go into Ybor and try and preach this gospel that they're led to do so is that they are turning away more people than they are turning to God. They're preaching the religion of it and not the relationship of it. You do this, you're bad. You do this, you sin, you go to hell. You're going to hell. Yep. Oh, your booty cheeks are out. You're going to hell. You're a sinner. You're going to hell. Repent now, or you. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
Why don't you teach the relationship of God and let God change them? You're not going to change them.
Yeah, you're never gonna.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about them.
You're never gonna really
Also,
be able to
they
help
just, like,
people with
get,
chastising them.
Yeah. They get so far into it that people are just like get so ticked off that they just go and like try to make.
I really don't like them. Some of the stuff they say, like, yeah, it makes sense, but it's like some of the verses they just start to pull up. They like the verses that they just start talking about, like they don't even really make sense to whatever the word they're trying to say, and it's just like I feel like you guys are just here to make more conflict when that's not the whole point of spreading the word of Jesus. Is to share the relationship, and they're preaching the religion, and they're not letting people understand the relationship of God.
That's kind of the problem, right? So whenever people get a hold of anything, we get to decide what our version of this is. And so that's his version of what Christianity is. And then you have other people who say, oh, no, that's not it. This is it. And then the other, that's not it. This is it. And that's kind of what the problem is, which is why the relationship portion of it is so important, because once you get rid of all the rules, all you have is kind of whatever your heart posture is toward it. And when you get down to the bare bones of it, I can't get you to do anything by yelling at you and telling you that you're bad right now. That's just the bare bones, regardless of it. Like if I wanted somebody to start a podcast, I wouldn't be like, hey, you suck at talking right now. You're stupid. And so you need to come and do this. That's not going to get them to do it.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But you could just apply to anything. But yeah, that's just how it works when people get their hands on things. Everybody got their own version of something. People got their own version of relationships. People got their own version of being faithful, being celibate, whatever it is. Everybody got their own version of something. And
that's true. And everybody's on their own journey, and you got to respect the journey that the people are on, and especially when it comes to when you're trying to share your gospel, it's like you can't. And this is what my pastor says too. Even when he meets a new person, he don't always he's not going to say, hey, I'm a pastor, or even try and preach the word of God on you. He's going to get to know you as an individual first. And he's not even going to invite you to the church right away, because obviously, that's just a typical pastor thing to do. Hey, I'm a pastor, why don't you come to the church? But no, you want to build a conversation. Have a conversation, get to know the person, build a relationship, and then let them get interested and ask, and then them want to come to the church. That's how you want to do it.
Yeah.
You want people that want to build a relationship with God, not like the method that they're doing is just turning people away. And you're talking to drunk people, and how many people did we see get into it with it, take their mics? One got thrown to the ground and arrested, but I think later let go. Yeah. It was closer to the 7-Eleven. It was a girl like took the mic from the other people. There was like 3-4 different groups.
There was 3 groups yesterday.
Literally
there was one here, one across the street.
It was by the 7-Eleven. So
it's crazy.
It's just not the environment. It's just not the environment, and you're, in my opinion, you're pushing people away from God because you're preaching so much of the religion and not the relationship.
And it's getting to the point where it's so repetitive that people are not even going to listen. Like it's just too much. Especially when you start screaming and stuff too, people are just going to start toning you out.
Well, it's not only that. When you start to degrade people, like at the end of the day, that is a human being.
Right.
And some of the words that you say is like, hey, like your daddy doesn't love you. You're a sinner.
They're not going home and reflecting about that later.
Yeah, it's like, hey, brother, you think, we're supposed to be prime examples and like walk the life and try and walk the life as close to Jesus as he did. And you think that he would be out in the streets calling them names like that? Yeah. Come on, man. That's crazy. Daryl said, Jesus got so many to follow, but being charismatic, relatable, and compassionate, true evangelists will play the long waiting game to save a lone soul, let alone many. So save one soul is what he meant. So yeah, you always got to play the long game. So the people that be out there preaching and stuff, I have no idea what they think they're doing. Well, I mean, I know what they think they're doing, but it's not.
they got taught something, and then that's what they decided to run with. But like he like they
So
talk
crazy
about
to me.
what they used to be, and so I don't know, maybe that's where they're coming from. I used to be just like you, but they're describing you as this awful thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody wants to be
like,
nobody wants to be told that they're awful.
Yeah. I smoked weed and I was a sinner and I was on my way to hell and now I'm saved. And hey, one guy was like, now I'm saved and God sees me as perfect. I'm like, no, hold on. Whoa. Watch what you're saying, buddy. God, no one's perfect.
No,
even if you are born again. Yeah, I was like, all right, now you're just talking a little bit of nonsense, my man. But those guys, maybe we should just offer him a shot next time. Be like, hey, you guys are talking some nonsense. Take a shot, please.
Yeah, mellow out.
He's trying to get the preacher going to relapse.
Yeah, hey.
The man's used to be an alcoholic, and you want to offer him a shot. It's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, you got to see if they turn it down. I turned down on mine. So, all right. To wrap things up here, Cleon, you got any final thoughts? What we went over today?
We're just hanging out, man.
Yeah, we're just hanging out, man. This was a roast of Trey.
We didn't really roast Trey. I didn't come to roast Trey. That's not why nobody presented that to me.
Yeah. This is the roast of Trey Furlong.
He's been saying it. Like, we'll go to work. I'm like, so what are we going to talk about? He's like, the roast of Trey.
This like, is the roast of Trey Furlong, a.k.a. Captain Capper, signing off.
Did you give him that
name? No. I actually gave that name to one of the hosts.
What host?
He doesn't work there anymore.
Probably the same one that was in the booth with me last night.
You might be 100% right. Ding, ding. But yeah,
you know how those hosts get, man.
Yeah, but really, we just wanted to have a fun, kind of fun conversation. You know, always talk about some relationships, talk about some work stuff, talk about the guys preaching on the side of 7th Ave and Ybor.
You're not going to date any more of your coworkers, right? Or date them and then hire them, right?
Yeah. No,
I don't have that authority anymore.
That doesn't answer my question. That does not.
Nah.
Stay away from your coworkers. Stay away from. Your
don't hire them after you date them either, because that's crazy. By the way,
I was giving her opportunity.
Don't be too nice.
I was given opportunity. She's like, I want to work at a club stand. I was like, come on down.
And then she saw how crazy it was. And you're like, why are you talking to all those girls?
It's like, I'm selling the table. She's like, no, you're not. I was like,
okay.
Do you want money? You didn't sell the table.
I don't want no money. Yeah. So, but we talked about some serious stuff with the Red Flag series. So we wanted to have a less serious episode for you guys to be entertained at the expense of Trey. And we appreciate you. I'm just kidding. We appreciate you hanging out, coming on the show. You got any words of wisdom you want to share with the people, Trey? Trey is 23 years old. He's lived a long life, and he has some words to share with you.
And he's done a lot of things, man.
He's done a lot of things. Made a lot of mistakes, but he's still standing strong, standing tall.
Getting like a movie entrance right now.
Leave him with some words of wisdom, Mr. Trey Furlong.
What I would say is, especially if you're young, don't close yourself off to one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, anything is possible. So if you have your mind put towards something, just go ahead and do it. Like, I've done multiple things. I've had multiple jobs. I've just, if you want to do something, just do it.
Take action, baby.
Exactly.
How many times have you failed at things?
Ooh, a lot.
Because you've done a lot, so I assume, right? You got to have some.
Yeah, like the first day of being a host with you guys. Didn't come back.
Yeah, I think Brandon wanted to fire you that day.
I'm going to let you know you're going to fail at a lot more things. And that's just life.
Oh, absolutely.
You got to keep going, man. I going through a season of failing too right now, and it's not fun, but thank God I have my mom to, talk me through some things. And,
Well, when's she coming? When's your mom coming?
We got to plan that out. She said to me, I said, bro, just tell me a Saturday. Oh, I didn't say bro. I said mother.
Yeah,
mother.
He probably said bro. Brandon probably said bro to his mom.
I said, Mama, I love you. Just tell me a Saturday. We'll make it work.
What's up, big dog?
You're good. No, I'm a huge mama's boy. So, if you don't know, I grew up without my dad. I didn't meet him until I was 20. So, huge mama's boy. So, we're going to have her on the podcast. She's probably going to cry. She's very emotional.
That's great.
As you guys know, I'm an emotional man.
You? I
in
never would have. This is new.
So you're gonna see where I get it from, but you're gonna see it in the female version. It's gonna be times 10x, and she's probably gonna be crying. Cleon's gonna ask her a question. Who's your favorite son? And she's gonna start crying. Me, of course.
She's gonna cry because it's not you, and she has to say it here on live.
Gotta say it. Say it super emotional. Made a whole podcast episode about making fun of me. Yeah, thanks. He had to take it out on somebody else.
Yeah. That's the chain. That's how it goes.
That's called what do they call that when you projecting? That's what it is. Projecting. Yeah, you're projecting your own insecurities onto somebody else. That's what it's called. You're projecting your own insecurities and feelings on somebody else to make them feel bad, to make you feel better. Projecting.
Thanks.
I wasn't really doing that.
I feel it. Thanks. I really appreciate it.
You felt the love, man. We had a good time.
Absolutely.
Now you got to go to work.
Well, we have to go to work.
Yeah, no.
You guys got to go to work. I don't know this we. We.
Brandon, you're in charge, man.
Brandon
does this thing where he likes to tell people that I'm in charge for whatever reason.
Cleon literally said, "Yeah, this is my manager." So that's my manager.
And then everybody's confused.
You see the Spider-Man meme? I'm like, no.
Yeah, I've had Matt do that to me. He was like, "Do you know the owner?" And he like points at me, and I'm like,
"Oh yeah."
Like, excuse me.
I'm so quick to point now because Chris always likes to do that too. I'm like, no, it's him. I just started. This is my first day. He's in charge.
I'm a bathroom attendant. I don't really know.
My favorite thing, like, can I get a wristband? I'm literally at the podium with all the wristbands. Yeah, I don't have them. I think Sean does. I got no wristbands where I ran out.
Sean brings a bag and he's like, yo, Brandon, can you get this wristband?
Yeah, he does do that.
Staring at him like,
but I'm still gonna make him work. Hey, yo, can I get a wristband, bro? Sean got it. You got it. But I literally have them all in front of me. But yeah, so if you listen to that and I've done that to you, I'm sorry. I did it as like 5 people last night. Hey, you think I'll get a wristband? Yeah, Sean.
Just pointing Sean. Sean just turns around with his like big eyes. He's like,
the hardest part of my job at nighttime when I'm actually there is how many times I got to point. Where's the line?
And ward off the young ladies.
How much is covered?
They like Brandon out there.
Yeah, I just point them away. They're like, you work here? No. They're like, how much is covered? Where's the line? What club is this?
Like directing traffic.
That's basically what he's doing.
Who's in charge here? Oh no, you know what? What's funny? What's funny last night, bro? This girl that came out late. All you guys were already gone outside the podium. She's like, do you run the podium or do you run this? I'm like,
depends on who's asking. Why?
I was like, Jesus Christ. Why do you have an attitude? She's like, do you get the wristband? I'm like, it depends. Oh, well, he's at my table. I'm like, okay.
Why did you run up on me like that?
It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was just making sure because random people was just standing around here. I'm like, it's like, that was so aggressive, my guy. I was like, yo, the dude's just laughing. I'm like, yeah, idea. Y'all go have a
That's what I'll be doing. When they run up on me, I'm like, they just start with, hey, do you? I'm like, hi, how are you?
Yeah, I was like,
what's your name?
She had a little bit of attitude behind it. I'm like, oh man, I was like, what happened inside? That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, maybe it depends. It's like, do I want to deal with the problem or not? Oh no.
Sometimes at night I have to deal with the whole like, yo, can you grab me a wristband? Or hey, can I skip the line so long? I'll text them back and be like, sorry, I'm not in charge of that anymore. I click buttons.
Tell them to bring cash. They want to skip that bad. Tell them bring some cash, man. I will take some cash from some people. I don't keep it though. Just wanted to make sure, just in case.
Yeah. To wrap things up here, we'll see you at the club. We'll see you at church.
We should just start live streaming from the club.
We accept you as you are, wherever you go. If you go to the club and in the church, you'll be like, we'll see you at the club and in the church. Just do it sober.
That's how hard rock.
Cleon, any final thoughts for you, man?
No, man. I thanks for being here. We're 33 episodes in.
Thanks for hanging out and watching and listening. We hope you enjoy this one for sure.
This is been 5 months of this, I think, something like that. We've been rolling here. 35 episodes. 35 divided by 4 is what? That's like 8.
Oh, so like 8 months.
Yeah. Shoot.
Yeah.
We've been pretty consistent on this, you know.
Every week. Yeah, haven't missed a weekly drop yet.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I've been at Tanger for 7.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were just up here winging it.
Yeah,
just hoping for the best.
Man. Yeah, winging it. So thanks for being our first guest that we could roast. I'm joking. But no, we do appreciate you hanging out with us, Trey, and we appreciate the episode. And thank you to you guys for always tuning in, listening to us, and giving us a reason to keep moving forward. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next week. All right.